What's up, guys? So, guys, I figured it out. I figured myself out. Isn't that crazy? I figured myself out. I figured it out. I figured it out. I had like epiphany. Isn't it epiphany? I was watching a TikTok and I start scrolling, and then I just start seeing these parents. Okay, well, first I see this girl who has her dad's location. I don't do that, by the way. Why? Because I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Well, for one, my dad lives in Colombia, and two, my mom lives like 10 minutes away from me, but she doesn't drive, so she's never anywhere. And even if she drove, I wouldn't care to go stalk her. Anyway, yeah, I know that some people have their parents' location, which is totally fine. And then it's not fine until you find out that your mom is having an affair. Joke. Anyway, so I saw this video of this girl who found her father at the library, and then his smile when he found out that it was his daughter. He was like, oh my god, he was like so happy to see her. Anyway, it took me back to then I saw videos. I don't know, it took me back. Like, I know that there's parents that go and see their kids and they have lunch with them, or like during their kids' break at work, you know. And I thought, you know, I started working when I was like 19. My first job was at Macy's at the Falls in Miami, Florida. And I thought, did my parents ever come to visit? I think they only came to visit once. They were together, and I got so red. I was so embarrassed. But they came to just say hi. I guess because it was my first job, and, you know, I didn't expect that. I don't know. I was really shy back then. And I got really, really red. After that, they never came to visit. It would have been nice, but probably I was like, maybe they didn't want to, but it would have been nice if they would have come to bring me some food. And I know there are parents that do that for their teenage kids, but I never had that. And so I feel like I had parents that never showed up for me. My dad a little more than my mom. My dad did come to my college graduation. My mom didn't come to my college graduation. She said it wasn't a big deal. Mind you, a mom that did not graduate high school or college. I get it now. But like, no, I'm rambling too much. My love language is people that show up for me, because I lack that. I used to think it was quality time, but quality time is too broad, because I've always been a quality time person. Like, I like having quality time with people, like face to face, especially people that I really care about, which is like less than 5. My kid included. But like, it's showing up. It's not quality time, it's showing up for me. So I feel like when it's been like a birthday or something, and I've planned things when I was younger, like high school, it's people that showed up for me. Or it's not even for me, but for my son. People that have showed up for my son, that's meaningful too. And people that given my son things, that means a lot to me. I have coworkers that have given me things for my son, or even like the simple things of just asking for my son. I'm like, oh my god, like, they asked for my son. But that we're not talking about that. We're talking about showing up for me. And I feel like nobody really showed up for me as a teenager. And or even like when I was going through like things with my car, like a tire getting popped or my car breaking down or something. Do you think my father ever showed up? No. I would call him and be like, well, honey, I can't do nothing for you. It's not like I have a truck or anything, and it's not like I want to get off this couch. He didn't say that, but I know in his brain he thought that. Call AAA. You that's why you pay for AAA. Okay, thanks, Dad. But then when the time came and he needed help, my mom would call me. Ding, ding, ding. Hey, your dad's like somewhere. Can you go purchase a battery and then go drive to him? No. Why not? Because the time that I did call, he told me to go call AAA. So guess what? Tell him to call AAA. Click. See, and then now I remember things. See, I remember I would be at work, and then they would text me and be like, hey, before coming to the house, can you go to the grocery store and get us this. Mind you, it'd be like a Saturday, and my dad had a car, and my mom had a car, and my brother had a car. You couldn't get your ass up on the Saturday, take your ass to the grocery store, and get you some bananas and milk? No, you had to bother the one that's working, and then I had to keep working to the grocery store. I don't know, bro. Selfish parents. Selfish. And then I grew up to be very selfish. I wonder why. I was a very selfish teenager. And then in my mid-20s, I became extremely selfish. I was one that I was like, I'm not having kids. I'm going to spend my money on concerts. And I did just that. I had a very fantastic 20s time. I really did. I did everything I wanted to do. Except the cruise. I haven't done a cruise yet. But other than that, I went to theme parks. I went to Orlando. I went to California after I got my divorce after like the age of 25. I did everything. And I just love reminiscing things. And figure out why I am the way I am. But I feel like I've grown up more after having my kid. I know, mind you, I'm still figuring out what I like still and who I am as a person. I used to be, people were great in making me feel guilty for who I was. When it came to boundaries and stuff like that. And people who really know me know I'm very empathetic and sympathetic. But dude, it comes to a point that it's like, if you can't do the bare minimum for me, I'm not going to do the bare minimum for you. It's just like, there's no excuse for not showing up for me as a person. Just anybody, family, friends, just, it goes both ways. I understand that. But if it's too easy for you to show up, then there's no excuse. This is just no excuse. So yeah, that's my love language, showing up. And to find that, that's for a person to be like, hey, I'm just gonna show up without even like asking. You know, a person that takes initiative. You know, that's pretty cool. That's really nice. And so I know that when my son gets his first job, I'm gonna be all up in that job. Am I gonna embarrass him? Probably. That's part of being a parent, right? But I'm gonna be happy to bring him food. I'm gonna be happy to give him some pointers and some advice in his first job. It's gonna be great. But also as a parent, as a mom and dad, because that's what it feels like, for the most part. But also, mind you, there are male figures in my son's life. He's got an uncle. He's got an uncle and his grandfather, and you know, so I wish he had more male figures in his life. But what are you gonna do? I'm not one of those that I'm just gonna like find a boyfriend and be like, hey, can you? No, I'm not like that. That's I'm a very cautious person. And you know, I've made the mistake of letting my son talk on the phone with certain people, because then my son gets attached. It gets sad, because then he asks for them, and I'm like, no, you know, we're not friends anymore. I'd rather not be friends with this person, blah blah, because at the end of the day, it's gonna hurt my kid, and then it hurts me. I just feel like sometimes, I just have to close doors on people, because it's, for the long run, it's not convenient for me. It's not convenient for the other person. I see there's no purpose for it. And it's at the end of the day, it's me protecting my son and my son's feelings, really, because my son is very emotional. And he's a child, and I think it's normal for kids in general to get attached to other human beings. And I think I'll be fine sacrificing my life in making friends, and then making sure I don't get my son involved in any other people in my life, and that's okay. And the thing is, my son is really, really smart. He's really, really smart. He'll be like, hey, you need a husband. And I'm like, no, I don't need a husband. He's like, but you need a man in your life. And I'm like, it'd be nice, but it's not that easy. It's not that easy. And my son doesn't realize why, because he's only 7, and that's okay too. And I think back to the love language is everything goes into a circle where, like, it's about showing up. It's about showing up for people. I've learned that that it's okay to be vulnerable with people, because that's how you let people in. At the same time, I have to keep my little guard up, because sometimes people use you. They use you because they're bored, and they want to take your energy, your good energy, and you have to take care of your good energy. You know what I mean? So that's my love language, showing up. And you know, as long as I do my job and showing up for my kid, I think everything else will be a-okay. There's no written book in how to be the perfect mom. I understand that very well. And I don't know, I just keep learning. And sometimes I have to put my foot down, and that's okay. And sometimes I have to be very strict with my kid, and that's okay. Do I cry about it at times? Yes, because sometimes you feel guilty about being a strict parent. I'm not that strict, but when I have to be, I do. Homework before watching TV. So, homework before putting your freaking Michael Jackson costume. Homework before listening to music. You know, so it's like, yeah, but everything is going well. Family life is going well. Work life is going really well. Friend life is going well. I feel like I'm always in the loop of things when it comes to the friends I have, and it's always like very unpredictable with the stuff that I get myself into. But it's always fun, you know. There's never a dull moment. And I'm aging, man. I'm aging. You see these gray hairs? I gotta dye my hair, but I'm doing like this cleanse on my scalp, because my scalp sucks. Here's the thing. If I really wanted to, I would shave this whole head off. I would really shave it off. But then I know I'd make a whole goddamn scene and they'd be like, what is wrong with you? Why did you shave your whole... You know? And it would take forever to grow my hair out. It would take a year to grow my... If I ended up... And I also don't think I have a nice... This part here is flat on this side of the head because I had surgery when I was a baby. So I think... I don't know what they did. But this part is flat. I don't know. I'm a flat-headed baby. I don't know. I don't know if it was from surgery or what, or... Anywho. This lighting is beautiful. By the way, I don't have makeup on. I gotta take care of this. That's why I wear my little concealer, to take care of these little burn marks. But overall, my skin is doing so much better since I've had appointments for my face, and it's looking good. So thank you for watching. So that's my update for the month. I know I've posted other videos, but thank you for watching, for the ones that still watch. And on to the next video. Hopefully I'll keep it a secret for now. But yeah, thank you for watching and being nosy, and on to the next video.